look, I love the idea of low volume, but 2 sets per week, I I think he's a little bit further down the scale. Or maybe the fact that I think that just means he was so ahead of the game that I can't even comprehend it. Very possible. But whether I do my, 8 set workouts or actually, what am I doing? I can park in the parking lot. Yeah, no matter what kind of, science-based, eccentric, like if you do really methodical sets where like you want to start off with, I don't know all the terms, like meso sets or just random. I don't know the words, and I'm not knocking them either. They're good sets, but if you want to do really methodical sets like that, or if you kind of want to keep it simple, just do a set of curls to failure, maybe throw a drop set in every now and again, do some lightweight burnout reps at the end of the lift just to finish off the pump. No matter what the approach is, if there is legitimate intensity behind it and you actually know it, you're not just kidding yourself and saying that you're training hard when really you're leaving 10 reps in the tank every set, then I'm no fortune teller, but gains maybe in your future. And I'm like, if you're usually doing a rope or something, you might get to like right here in front of your body. One thing I really like about single arm is I can pull like almost behind my, median line, like behind the side of my hips. And something about it just feels like my lower lats are on fire. Your pump, right? All this little bit of temporary enlargement of whatever muscle you're hitting. It's not just size out of nowhere. You're sort of sucking blood and bodily fluids from the rest of your body into whatever you're hitting. So if you don't have as much as necessary at your disposal, aka you're a little bit on the lower end hydration wise, maybe you didn't carry around your gallon jug of water with a little bit of electrolytes in it all day, which you should be doing, then your pump will be hindered. I mean, usually I do sort of advocate against doing cardio before any kind of lifts, at least in terms of like immediately before. I would not want to do 30 minutes on the seated bike and then jump straight into my leg workout. That's just a total waste of energy. Because you got to remember, you're not just working hard and pushing yourself hard in a workout, at least a weight workout. You're literally burning energy, and you only got so much. So if you spend 30 minutes doing cardio before your workout, then you're just pre-exhausting your body. And then when you actually go for your hard, intense working sets, you don't have as much energy to work with. So that's why I always say cardio right before the lift, like as a warm-up in a way, not your best case scenario. You're going to have a higher metabolism because in the day you will have burned more calories and extra. I always wait for the machine to say at least like 300. Sometimes I'll do 400 if I'm feeling a little bit extra amped in the morning. But that's an extra what? Probably, let's say 350 calories per day. Your metabolism is going to be higher. You're going to be more prone to put on less body fat just because you're going to be a more athletic machine. And then in your actual workouts, you're not going to be so fatigued in between sets because your cardiovascular system is a bit more trained. And I'm not sitting here doing sprints and running laps on a track. I think if I really try to get into that, I'd have a much better cardiovascular system. But just 30 minutes moderate intensity on the bike, that is definitely enough for me. It's not like I need to run fucking sprints. But look, we all know it. If anything, I say cardio fits into the realm of things where you just know it's good for you, and the only reason you're not doing it is because you're lazy. For you, let's get in the car. And it doesn't mean that they weren't hard, right? With small muscle groups, it's more of like a momentary pain. That's almost the exertion you're fighting against. Because it's not like I finished those sets of calves and I had to take 5 minutes and go, it's really just fighting the discomfort in your mind. So I can be a little bit more forgiving when people, skip squats And well, I guess that's all I'm really trying to say, squats. Any really big ass compound movement, because there is a difficulty factor that's much more noticeable than, let's say smaller muscle groups like these. But in that same instance, it makes me want to think, if you're not training your calves hard, then you're kind of just a baby, because you're not able to fight against that mental pain of your calves just being on fire. Does every workout video have to be so fucking depressing? Like, oh my god. And I mean, I'm kind of saying it like this because I've just scrolled past like 50 of them in a row. But, and of course, like there's edits of me, which I think are fucking sweet. But it's like me doing a chest day, and it's really sad music, and or it could be anybody, and there's just, the captions, "Who hurt this man?" The caption is, "What did she do to him?" Look, I'm not gonna say that couldn't be, a motivator for you to turn into a beast, right? And we hear these stories all the time. Especially bigger dogs too. Everybody loves bringing up the Tom Platz tale of the fiance leaving him for the training partner. And what I really think is it's just a social media thing where people are kind of romanticizing things like that. But oh, dude, is it unfathomable to just enjoy the process of doing really hard sets? Fuck. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever been closer to doing a rep and then not being able to rack it than that. Holy shit. One more. Goodness. So, let's see how we're looking pump-wise. And I tell you what, not freaking bad. Not bad at all. Holy shit. Oh my god.